There's a moment in life when most of us realize we're not a kid anymore. For some, this moment is very clear, very distinct. For some of us, this moment is only known in hindsight. This was the case with me, but by some fortuitous luck, I have this moment on film. My father got a home movie camera in 1955, when I was 2 years old. He shot many films with it over the years, and we would have little family movie nights from time to time, where we set up the screen and watched our collective memories, with popcorn. Another highlight of my childhood in the 1960s was that we, my father that is, had a 1930 Model A Ford. In those days, a car like that wasn't just old, it was ancient, and it turned heads everywhere we went. The last film my father ever shot with that movie camera was of that car, in 1967, the day he sold it and filmed it driving away. With that last film, he documented the end of my childhood on that day, but neither he nor I knew it at the time. He was documenting a momentous occasion of his own. Having that car at that time was a maverick thing for him to do, but both his marriage and his career were demanding that he set aside that unorthodox part of his nature and conform. Letting that car go was one of his attempts to comply with those demands, and so in filming it one last time, he was trying to create a memory, at least, that he could hold on to. There were big changes on his horizon, and I think he both knew it and felt powerless to hold those changes back. Selling that car would prove to be not enough. Within 4 years, both his marriage and his career were no more. But that's his story, and why he sold the car, and why he filmed it going away. What was not known then, but only became apparent later, was how much that car and that day meant to my own story, and that of my brother. So here is that short film from 1967, with my brother and I talking about it.
And this, the Model A, this is the day we sold the Model A. And this is the last scene of all of these home movies. I think this is the moment our childhoods ended.
Yeah.
With everything going on in 1967, with our parents' increasingly strained relationship, and the Detroit riots, Vietnam, and the draft hanging over our heads, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
There couldn't have been a worse time for that car, that perfect symbol of nonsense, to be driven away from us forever. I think you and I both became collectors and fanciers of old things for life at that moment in time, in some sort of vain attempt to get that car to make a U-turn at Wadsworth and come back.